my face. People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up in a beach magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
He's coming. Double up, double up. Whoa, he's coming, double up. Showing it, showing it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
55, Mike, guys. 15. Hey, exit. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check 41. Hey, 41's Mike. 41's Mike. You go, night. Hey, 57. 41 Mike. 41 Mike.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that is incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Butker's kick here is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, "Oh no, I'm keeping my job." But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
You ready?
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
He's trapped. Let's go. He's crashing.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Check 31. Check 31. Watch safety green.
A first down carry here for Johnson. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now Murray's going to set up to throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Keep moving.
Mahomes going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
On second down, it's Johnson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They do go for it. It's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now Mahomes forced out to his left. Completes it to Hardman. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Hardman, the second-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the Combine, running a 4.3 340, and should help give Patrick Mahomes another versatile playmaker to work with at the receiver position.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. I got him, man. I got him. I got him. He's mine. He's mine. He's mine. 41, Mike. Yellow. Box track. Let's see what you got.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Yellow. Check. Color. Check. Echo.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone,
and this is going to be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Attack! Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. I got him. Check 55.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. So the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but there's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Murray, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Complete. It's Johnson. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. And here we go on 4th down with Murray. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Murray now to throw, and he's going to go down again. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Watch out for Hill on the return. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland, and that is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Browns in that game. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
41's coming. 41's a mic.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Being chased out left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And again, it's Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now here's Mahomes. Steps away to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, 57, 57.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
55 to Mike. Yellow. Just like that. Just like that. Charlie. Watch it, you cry. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Mike, 55. Right side. 55.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. It's caught by Bryant. And they'll get this down to the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On first down, Mahomes. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, his throw caught at about the 5. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there, with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Chiefs 31,
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Murray, and the catch made by Johnson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A gain of 6 yards.
On third down, Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Texans.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Play fake. Murray. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Right there. Down, baby.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. To throw is Murray. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Buying time to his left. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check 13. Check 13. Alert flare. Alert flare.
They go to Johnson again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Come on, QB, come on.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Murray now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans claw one back. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Wide open receiver complete. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
43! Man, that's trash.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Yellow. Mike 55. Mike 55. All day. All day. Mike 55. 15.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Check it out.
Yellow.
Alpha.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
Mike, check, 59. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take it.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Now this throw caught left side. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Fairbairn good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, Gardner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Rush in, rush in.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Mahomes going to throw it here. Steps away to his left. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean,